Lieutenant Beth Davis and Detective Jack Larsen are members of the Threat Assessment Unit of the LAPD.
She hasn't been here very long. The place is barely lived in. Her mail goes to a mail center. She's been hiding from someone.
They investigate stalking incidents that include voyeurism and romantic fixation. But the job can sometimes be more than they can handle in Stalker.
Hi, I'm Liz, and I'm here with Salim and Rachel, and we're here to discuss the new show from CBS, Stalker. We've all just seen it. Salim, what do you think, Salim?
Honestly, it's a typical CBS procedural. It's not to say that it's bad, it's just to say that there's a lot of these out on television right now. Of course, what makes this a little bit different is that it focuses on an FBI unit that focuses primarily on stalkers. So, okay, that's different. That's a little bit interesting, and the characterization is fun and different. I like our main characters, Maggie Q and Dylan McDermott. I think they have a pretty good, chemistry. I don't feel like that there's much more that's on screen, though. I mean, we have Kevin Williamson, who's the showrunner. We know him from Scream and The Following recently, and he's good. He's a good writer, but again, I just don't think there's enough here to really kind of keep me going.
I think that Maggie Q and Dylan McDermott they have a pretty good rapport. What I'm hoping is that because Dylan has a past woman and child, maybe this won't be one of those procedural shows where our two main leading stars have a romantic entanglement.
But it's gonna happen.
But it's probably gonna happen, and I wish it wasn't.
How can you tell?
I don't know, just have an inkling of it.
I do like Maggie's got some great one-liners. She really does shut down McDermott for a change, which is nice to see. Mm-hmm. It is not the most original show, and I know this is a relevant issue, stalking, but I almost don't feel like we should have a show about stalkers. And that's my own personal bias. But, we have shows about cannibalism and other things like that. I don't think people are going to go out and do that. And although the show doesn't glorify stalking, the show is just sort of showing different takes on how to do it.
I don't think it's that dark. I'm just like, oh, there's all these damsels in distress.
Yeah, there's screaming women, crying women, and they do try to put a new face on, or not a new face, but the other face of guys being stalked, which
exactly.
I think
I was
that's
happy
good.
about.
I was too.
It just feels like we've tapped every type of these kind of shows on the market, and so they're plunging to the depths.
that is
they're going into.
They're trying as hard.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
No?
And they're plunging the depths of the genre, and they're like, what haven't we? Oh, we haven't done stalking.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, let's do this show on stalking. It's very specific. The show feels very pitched. Like it feels very
completely.
like, well, we got this like hard woman who used to be stalked, and then we have this guy who might be a stalker, and then let's put them together in a stalking unit.
That's what I'm saying. It's another, you see a room full of people at CBS.
Sure. Yes.
We need another procedural, guys.
Yes.
What have we not tapped it? Okay, stalkers. Let's do something about stalkers. Oh, Maggie Q was just in, Nikita, and Dylan McDermott's been in TV. Let's put them both together.
I trust
Genius.
them. Yeah,
great.
sure.
And we do always have these shows now. Every procedural is about a dark sort of person who is mysterious and has a troubled past.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know why everyone has a troubled past.
But with showrunner Kevin Williamson, I'm expecting a deconstruction. I'm like, the opening of Stalker reminded me of Scream, except that there's no irony, there's no humor. So I was like watching the whole pilot thinking, what is Kevin Williamson trying to say about this genre or subgenre or whatever it is? And it didn't really happen until the very end of the pilot, if ever.
Exactly.
So I'm wondering if that kind of Kevin Williamson tone is going to come across throughout the entire series.
Hello? What is it? What are we looking at?
I bet we got prints, DNA, and lots of other sticky stuff.
But the performances are decent.
Yeah,
I mean, we
right,
did Dylan
decent.
McDermott, and he's very charismatic. Maggie Q.
Overly charismatic, I would say.
But he makes up for Maggie Q's lack of charisma.
Exactly, but then they hang a lantern on that, actually.
What I'm doing, Perry, is warning you. Stay away from Erik.
You can't do that.
Do what? This?
You're in trouble, lady. I'm gonna report you.
For what? Stalking a stalker? Go for it. You think they're gonna believe a punk-ass little twit like you? I can lie better than you, and they believe me. They always do.
So I actually have an actor that I want to talk about who I was really surprised to see him because I haven't seen him in a while. His name is Victor Rasuk. He was actually in the movie Raising Victor Vargas, as well as the TV show How to Make It in America. And I've been wanting to see him come back to TV because he's got such a great personality, he's got such great charisma, and he's here. He plays one of the Maggie Q's FBI underlings, and he's great, but it looks like he might only be in there for one episode, so I hope they give him more because he's fantastic. What did you guys think about the production values? I thought it was nothing spectacular.
It's a solid show.
You know,
it's well put together. It looks very professionally done. I don't think there's anything where I was like, whoa, I can't believe they did that or didn't.
Well, I guess it's more so for me. I guess I've come to expect this kind of production values for TV shows now, looking very much like a movie. And so it had that, but I felt like it didn't really add anything new or extra. There weren't any really any flares. I feel like The Following, for example, had a little bit of flair to it. This one is just, it's a CBS procedural, and it's exactly what it feels like.
TV is so good right now that it's hard to impress people.
It really
true.
is.
And so this show just kind of glides over you.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And yeah, it's not a terrible show. It's just good enough to be on CBS. Stalker has all the typical machinations of a CBS procedural. Nothing to write home about or really get obsessed over. Stream it.
The topic is uninteresting, but the execution, I think, is a little bit better than mediocre. So I'm going to say, stream it.
I wish we weren't a society that delighted in this sort of programming, but it's a solid show. Stream it.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers!
Cheers. Like cannibals, I don't think that's really going to influence people to go out and be
Influences me.
cannibals.
I don't know, I kind of want to eat people now.